Hello everybody, this is Mateo. To be completely honest, I never found my way out of that freaking target sand maze, so I just went to the pause menu and hit save and quit, and restarted the game from there. And with our new grip grab move, or at least I thought, we should be able to finally get on top of this house and get that treble clef that has been haunting us forever. However, it seems that even with grip grab, I am still having... There we go! Finally! Banjo felt like grabbing onto the ledge. So there we go, we have another treble clef. That is another 20 notes that we can add to our collection. A couple other things that we can do with the grip grab. We can head over here, and there's just a little sandy area that has a mini collectible that we can go ahead and grab if we want. And I do want, so... Yep, we're gonna go grab it, because we're in the area. So I guess I kind of lied in how I was going to start the next video, opening up the next world, but we'll do that soon enough. I just have some other minor business to take care of beforehand. So right in here, we have a Banjo-Kazooie game pack. And, well, it has eyes and it's moving around, so we want to hit it and we can grab the ice key from the first game. Yeah, if you guys remember Stop and Swap, one of the bonus videos I did for Banjo-Kazooie a while ago, Ice Key was among them, as well as other various eggs, and they had plans where you were going to be able to swap out the game packs, or cartridges, or whatever you want to call them, and then you would get bonus stuff in Banjo Tooie, and it was a really neat idea, and very different, but due to limitations or something, they just could not get it to work out. So instead, they just stuck some of the stuff in, like, right here. Like, it's still in here, but you don't need to, like, have the stop and swap stuff in Banjo-Kazooie in order to get it, like you were probably originally supposed to. Okay, so now if I could find... We're back in Spiral Mountain, by the way, to get that Cheeto page that I missed a while ago. However, I currently cannot find it at the moment. Actually, I think it's right here. There should be a shock... Yeah, here we are. Okay, there's a shock disc jump thing. I think I mixed up those words there. But there is our fourth Cheeto page. One more and we can get a cheat, although it'll probably be a while before I actually get that. Just because, like, we would have started a new world by the time we get the fifth one, and I wouldn't want to necessarily leave the world immediately. So, you know, it's just whatever. And I think that pretty much takes care of my extra business. There is one other thing that we can get with the grip grab move in Spiral Mountain, but we can't necessarily get the other one that goes along with it anyways. And it's not very important, it's basically another stop and swap item. But we'll get that soon enough, but right now I just want to go and open up the second world. So don't go telling me like, hey Mateo, you missed another stop and swap thing. I know about it, I just don't feel like getting it right now. But thanks anyways. Okay, so we only needed 4 Jiggies to open up this world, instead we have 11. And you don't even need to talk to Jiggy Wiggy anymore, you can just walk up to the golden monolith and start your puzzle. So, this time around, we have some more pieces missing, and we have some super depressed sounding guy with us. Darn it. There's also no penalty for putting a piece in the wrong place, other than, like, the time you need to take to pick it back up and put it in its right place. So, I mean, you can just put pieces wherever the heck you feel like. Just, like, pay attention to whether it's an edge or a corner or a middle piece, and you'll be fine. So we finished challenge number 2, and so Jiggy Wiggy will open up our way. And you know what, since we're in the area and we most likely have enough Jiggies, I think I'm just gonna open up the door to level 3 as well, but we're not gonna do anything with that for a while. But I mean, since we're here, might as well save ourselves the trip, and just open up the third world. So we're gonna behold his power to open up doors apparently, because, you know, no explosion for the first world, it just kind of, like, went open. Oh, come on, this one's gotta explode, I'm sure of it. Oh, oops, I just bumped my mic, I'm sorry if you guys heard that. Yeah, explosion! There we go. So it looks like our second world takes place underground. Alright then. Also, here's a fun fact, Mayhem Temple, the very first level of this game, is twice as large as the first world of the first game. So yeah, this game is definitely a heck of a lot bigger, that's for sure. Okay, so we're just gonna do the third puzzle real quick, just because I can, and this is my Let's Play, I am in control, and I chose to do the third puzzle. Okay, so here we have a much more fun-looking atmosphere, nobody's all depressed and stuff at the very least. Honestly, this is probably my favorite world in the entire game, and I can't wait to get to it. But we have one other world to go through first, and it's alright. It's probably my least favorite world in the game, or second least favorite, but it's still alright. I don't know, it's just kind of difficult to tell where you are at times because of how it's set up, and how a lot of stuff looks the same. But then Witchy World, especially after that world, it's just so great. Alright, so yet again he's going to use his explodey powers and maybe blow up yet another door, or maybe just open it. We shall find out here. So, place your bets now, blow up or just open. The answer was open! That was a really long, awkward pause there, just because I had no idea what I could possibly talk about while that scene was going on. But there we go, we have opened up the next 2 worlds, and I didn't think so. We do not have enough jiggies to open up the next one. I think we need like 13 or something like that. So I mean, we're close. Or was that 14? 14, yeah, so we only need 3 more jiggies, so I mean, we're almost there. But, yeah, we still got a little bit of a ways to go. So I believe now we want to head back. No. How do... oh, right. It's right here is what I'm thinking of. Okay, so yeah, yet again another slight lapse of memory. Like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. It would be great if you could grab onto the ledge, Banjo. But with our new ledge grabbing technique, we can head in this direction, and this will take us to the future worlds that we saw, as well as more parts of this, overworld, I guess you could call it. Yep, be careful, don't fall, that's a game over, obviously. Not speaking from experience or anything like that, just intuition. Yes, we'll call it that, intuition. So there's 10 more notes right there. We have a Jinjo around, but we really don't see him. So I guess he's just gonna have to wait. And there's some more notes right around this giant beehive and an empty honeycomb. I think we have 5 now. No, 4. Could've sworn we were supposed to have 5 by now, but... you know, 4 works too. Did I forget one somewhere? I'm pretty sure I got all 3 in Mayhem Temple. No, I think 4 is all that we're supposed to have. Well, we'll find out in a second, depending on how many honeycombs she gives us. Because she should give us 2. Basically, empty honeycombs work kind of like they did in the last game, in that they give us extra life, but they give us extra life in a different way. We collect so many, and then she will give us extra life when we pay her that certain amount of extra honeycombs. So I think the first one costs 1, the second one costs 3, and then 5, and then 7, and then 9. I think. So we throw them into her legs, apparently. And yeah, we got 2. Yeah, and then the next one's 5. So they increase by 2 each time, and they start at 1. So yeah, we'll get more health throughout the game. Okay, next up, real quick, there is a move around here. Basically, in the overworld, there are new moves in each little section, if you want to call it that. And these ones are basically the different egg types. So we were just now introduced to the fire eggs, which do slightly more damage and can light stuff on fire. So yeah, we can tap the R button to switch between blue and fire. And just by the way, like I said, they really don't use powers from the previous games anymore. So blue eggs are basically now worthless. Most of the time we're going to be using some other type of egg. Now over here, we have a fire symbol. So I think I'm just going to fire a fire egg at that to open this up. This actually leads to the third world, which we did open up. And like I said, I'm not going to do anything in there. But I do want to stop there really quickly to get the egg move for that area. Which is a very, very good egg type to have. Probably the favorite of most fans, or second favorite, I guess. But, oh, there's also some extra notes that I can grab, I guess. Because, you know, why not? Just 2 right here. And then here's the move itself. And if you've been diligent in your note collecting as many as you can, you should be able to get these right now. So there you go, you got the grenade eggs early, and these are really, really awesome. So that'll be all. Goodbye, sir. Oh, he did it again. Oh, that's twice now. Normally I only see that once through a playthrough, and you know, both of these have been super early. I mean, we still have a ton of moves to learn, so I wonder if he'll do that anymore. Like, how many times you'll end up doing that. I guess we can kind of keep a count. That's 2. And I'm gonna bet that he's going to do it one more time, so we'll have a total of 3 of those head bonks when he attempts to go back into his silo. Also, apparently, we have a transformation here. However, unlike what I said about the Globos, the Globo for that Wumba is nowhere near her tent. All the other ones are, except for that one. I kind of forgot about that one when I made that statement, but still. So it's gonna be a while before we can use that one. Okay, I did not want to talk to this thing. No thanks. I'm just going to go ahead and climb on down this here rope into our next world. Okay, here we are at Glitter Gulch Mine, with its super slowness, I guess. So immediately you can go and grab a Cheeto page right there, and we could go get, if he would ever stop talking, we can go and get a cheat from him, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet, because we just started this world and I don't want to leave right now. And, you know, we're not, like, missing out on a whole lot without that cheat. Okay, so immediately we have the super fast running shoes, and hopefully they're not running down on time right now. That would kind of suck. I mean, I'm not hearing this song, but still, like, I mean, it's a Nintendo 64 game, you never know. Basically, that'll open up that right there, and it's timed. Oh, I'm not sure about this. That's why I'm all silent and concentrating now. No, I think we're good. The song was going, but the timer was not. Okay, a little shortcut right here, just watch out for Cowboy Hat Guy. And once you go through there once, I'm pretty sure it'll remain open forever. Okay, I really can't see right now, but we're just gonna jump for it, I guess. Okay, we just want to be careful that we don't fall through that hole. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's a Jiggy. Right here. I was super worried for that whole thing. Now I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we can make that jump and head into this section, and this section kind of really sucks. Because it's a lot of, like, underwater... Oh, God! Silent Hill, move over. Okay. Because it's a lot of underwater swimming, and, like, possibilities of drowning are pretty high. But this is basically an underwater maze to get to a Jiggy, and I think there's also an empty honeycomb in this area as well. And I don't know the layout of this place, so that kind of sucks. This is looking like a dead end. Yep, that's a dead end. Alright, let's try a different direction. There is a power-up that you can get pretty soon that'll give you double the bubbles. So I highly suggest you wait to do this until then. Yeah, I'm incredibly sure I'm going to die now. Oh, there's a hole right here. Oh, nice. Air. Is there anything of note here, though? Yeah, here's the Jiggy. Nice. Also, that guy in the shadows, like, he's so much in the shadows that he's just black. Kinda weird. Okay, and there's also an empty honeycomb around here as well. I want to see if I can't find that. And I'll probably end up dying trying. But now that I've gotten the Jiggy, I just want to get this entire flooded maze thing out of the way. Also, along with that power-up of double bubbles, sounds like the bubblegum actually, and I don't even chew gum. I'm pretty sure that's a bubblegum anyways. You also get the ability to swim twice as fast. So overall, you really should wait to do this area until you get those very, very nice things. But I don't have nice things, so I'm just gonna do all this now. I'm pretty sure this is back towards the beginning, but maybe there's like another way to go. Okay, does this lead to the honeycomb? Or at least air now? Well, it's air at the very least. Although yeah, I'm incredibly sure that this is where we started. So let's head back down and take one of the different ways. This thing is like so stressful, because they don't even have like air bubbles or anything like Sonic or Conker's Bad Fur Day. I mean, I don't get why. I mean, I guess there aren't very many underwater sections. Okay, I didn't want a honeycomb, I wanted an empty honeycomb game. Okay, it has to be in this direction then, because that way goes back to the left way goes back to the Jiggy. So it has to be in this direction. Okay, well this is the actual entrance that we're supposed to go to. Actually, so I think the empty honeycomb is in this direction. Basically, process of elimination. Okay, any other holes? There were eggs down there. There are no other holes. What the heck? Okay, then I cannot find the empty honeycomb right now. What the heck? Okay, so I might come here later to grab that when I'm not, like, as freaking out about it. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this way is closed off. We're supposed to have a different thing to get in here, unless you go through that direction that I did. So it looks like we're gonna be diving and swimming around a little more. Maybe I can end up finding that, empty honeycomb after all. I guess it's in the, but right next to the Jiggy or something, because that's like the only place that's left. I'm pretty sure I've seen everything else. Okay, so there's that one and that one. So we have two different directions to go to. I shall go this way first. Well, there's something, but is this where the Jiggy was? Yeah, I believe this is where the Jiggy was. It is really freaking dark in here, though. Yeah, it is so freaking dark in here. I'm guessing that that's where the Jiggy was, and the Jiggy with its goldenness was like lighting up that area. So, is the empty honeycomb really right across here? Because that's not all too well hidden if that's the case. I mean, you find one, you basically found the other. Well, it's looking like that's not the case. Yeah, I was here. This is the room with the eggs. Well, where the heck is the extra honeycomb? I'm just gonna cut here till I get out or find the honeycomb or something. Alright, well I found the way out. I was kind of hoping that I'd find the extra honeycomb first, but that is not the case. But you know, at this point, I really hate that area, so we're just gonna leave that at that for now. Maybe we'll come back later if the extra honeycomb is even there. I'm incredibly sure that there is one there, but you know, I could possibly be wrong. I've been wrong before with this game. Okay, so this guy right here is annoying in that he will constantly throw dynamite at you. Right over here in the Crab Lake, what is this, Conker's Bad Fur Day? You can find the treble clef, so it's alright hidden. I mean, it's easy to find if you know where it is, but I mean, you wouldn't think to look there if it's like your first playthrough. And also, we're going to get ourselves a very soggy Cheeto page. I'm not even sure if we're gonna be able to read this one. I mean, the ink is probably like all washed off and stuff. Okay, and that's it for this room for now. There is also a Jinjo up on top of the other storage vat thing, but we can't really reach that. We'll get that when we get a new power. Okay, so where am I right now? Okay, by the crushing shed. Well, first and foremost, we have this thing right here, and then there's one thing that I want to do with the inside of here, just to kind of set it up for the future. Alright. So let's see if can't I, like, invincibility my way through this? No, I cannot. Yeah, see, invincibility would be super useful here, and it would make a ton of sense to use it. But, you know, they just don't make it an option. I mean, it's a good chance to use one of your past powers. So if we could just CB, we can turn off the crushers, and as well as turn on this thing. But we can just zoom right on past. We're almost dead, by the way. I could use some honeycombs. I feel like there's an easier and much less painful way to do that, but I don't quite remember how to do that otherwise, so we're just gonna go with that. I mean, it works. Okay. Up next. Where exactly am I? I don't really know the layout of this world too much. I mean, I see things and I'm like, oh yeah, I know what to do here, but I don't know exactly, like, what's around. Okay, hey guy, you wanna, like, jump up so I can kill you and get some actual health going? There we go. Okay, let's follow these train tracks for a while. Okay, we're kinda close to the entrance. Oh yeah, this area also really likes to lag out because it's so huge. And there are a lot of enemies around and stuff. Okay, so right up here is a Banjo eventually. He's somewhere in this tunnel, I believe. Okay, he's in the next tunnel. There's Mumbo right over there. I mean, we can't really do anything with him quite yet, or at least he's not on my to-do list, I guess you could say. Okay, it has to be up here. Just constantly, yeah, I heard him. Constantly follow the train tracks, or the minecart tracks, and you will eventually find yourselves a Banjo, which in my case is green. So I think that's 1 out of 5, I think it said. Again, I can't read the bottom of the screen. We could go in here and listen to a guy's problem. He's actually related to that prison compound code that I was trying to guess in Mayhem Temple in the last part. But we really couldn't do anything with that. But once we get the move that's right by here, we will be able to do that. So we'll probably do that at the beginning of the next recording session or something. When we're just like in the overworld and I can easily backtrack. But let's go ahead and grab the move at the very least. Also, we are really getting up there on time, holy crap. So I think I'm just gonna quickly show off this move on one thing. You might have seen that rock on the other hill that looks like... Wow! Twice in a row. Okay, I'm going to change my bet because I'm probably gonna lose now. I'm going to bet 5 now, because we already hit 3. Oh my god. Jam Jars is having some serious problems. Alright then, we're just gonna quickly drill this open, and I think I'm gonna call it a part there. So we got ourselves an empty honeycomb to end off. And in the next one, we will continue to explore this gigantic mine of a world. So I will see you all then. Goodbye.